Yo, what's up, Beatbox family? We are back with another 2 solo eliminations from GBB 2021. Today we have Gene, Shinozaki, and Alexinho. I am super excited for this one. As a lot of you know, Gene Shinozaki is one of my main inspirations in beatboxing. He was the first person who taught me that beatboxing could be something that was so beautiful. And to meet him in person, to talk with him, and to watch him live was such a privilege that I'm really happy to boast about anytime in my life. And then we have Alexinho, one of my favorite beatboxers in the world as well. And I actually mentioned in the interview that if I passed eliminations, I would want to battle Alexinho because he's such a battle monster. And I remember his elimination being a really, well, not really a funny one, but it had a funny opening. But yeah, let's get into this one. Yo! My rankings over here, okay? Let's go.
2015 Grand Beatbox Battle champion. The first North American to come over and take that W home, representing the Beatbox House. Make sure you check out his music. Amazing musician, all around great person. Make some noise for Gene Shinozaki.
Wow. I love that look. Yo, Gene, I love that look. Look at that. I love that look. I think, if I'm correct me if I'm wrong, I think Juliana did the makeup. So if she did, I didn't say Juliana. Nice work there. Beautiful.
Yo, put those hearts up. Put those hearts up. Give him some love. Come on, he needs that.
It's nice to see when people are not afraid to, present themselves in the way that they envision themselves to be.
He needs that on the stage here. Come on. Everybody's hands are up. Are you ready for Gene? I see the 3. Y'all see the 2 and the 1. Gene, it's on you. In 3.
Stare as far as I could see. Got a glimpse, I'm in disbelief. There's an ocean made of dreams. Prismatic waves were glistening. One drop of me, the future I see. These don't set me free. Monochromatically paralyzed. These newfound colors, they breathe new life. And I make it out alright.
Goosebumps just from that.
Waiting my whole life. Start life. Show me the way. Show me the way. And I'll never be the same.
Yeah, I love this so much. Oh. Yeah, it's so dope. What is that? Is that like a... That's a nice breakdown. That was so loud live, by the way. So loud. Here we are, at the finish line, standing strong, still alive. You and I have come so far, chasing the
light as it twinkles from afar. Make us sing it. Make us sing. Find out who we are.
Oh, that's insane.
That I am. Thanks to you. Someday I'll be somebody. Someday I'll be.
Wow. I felt that. I felt that. Oh. I love this man so much. Okay, first off, I just want a ranking as fast as possible so I don't forget. Okay, so this is my ranking. I'm gonna put Gene at... it's hard to say. Would I put him below or above Footbox? Okay, I'm going to put him in 4th place, so below Footbox, and I'm going to explain why as well. I just want to say, sound quality wise, he is one of the best. Like, I've heard tons of lip oscillations in my entire life, and this one over here, just this one over here.
Set me free. Monochromatically paralyzed. These newfound colors, they breathe new life. And I make it out alright.
I was there live. I was listening to it when he went. You see, I'm struggling just to get that texture that he's doing. It was so strong, but so gentle at the same time. I had goosebumps just from him doing. Like, he has mastered his sound sets. One thing I noticed is that you don't need to have 1,000 sounds. You probably just need 4 or 5 sounds, and only those sounds, and you master the heck out of it. And that's what he has done. So clean. Like, oh my god.
Waiting my whole life. Start life. Come it though. Come it though. And I'll never be the same.
And this drop. One thing I want to point out about this drop is that oh my god, the aircon is on. Sorry if you guys are hearing like static in the background. Now about this drop, it's a house drop, and a lot of people will say, where's the power? You know, and that's where I would disagree. I think a lot of beatboxers are too focused on hitting hard. You know, like oftentimes when you listen to beatbox videos, or if you watch my reaction videos, most of the time my face is like this, or like some, you know, I have like a stank face from like a crazy deep bass or like a difficult pattern, but you will rarely see me just going, you know, like there's a lot of emotions that one can deliver with his or her sounds, you know. And there's a personal opinion. I don't think he was trying to go super hard with his drop. I think he was just trying to make people smile, people happy, and that's what it did for me. And if that was what he was aiming for, this drop was a huge success. Perfect, you know. It's not supposed to hit hard, even though it's a house drop. It's just supposed to make you happy. And if you look at the crowd, a lot of people are smiling at this.
And I'll never be the same.
Oh. And the transition. Oh. I like how he scaled the notes. I think he went up like a third or a fifth. I can't remember. But that, you know, like how he switched between his sounds instead of vocal, and then he went, wow. And the transition is nuts. The double BMG snares is so clean. This part surprised me a lot. He brought back the atmosphere. I like this because he started off with lyrics without any snares or anything. So there was this very calm atmosphere, and then he went into a drop that was like very happy and shit, and then he went to the I don't know how he does that. I really don't know how he does that. I don't know how he does that, okay, but it was kind of heavy. And then he's telling everybody, okay, you know what, you need to chill for a moment right now, because the next piece is going to be like a really emotional one, you know. And I think this is genius. That's sweet.
Here we are at the finish line, standing strong, still alive. You and I have come so far, chasing the light as it twinkles from afar.
Oh, so clean. I like how he slowed down the tempo. It was a bit slower compared to his wildcard, but that actually made us feel it more live. And I love that touch. It's a small, tiny change in detail, but it works so well.
Make us who we find out who we are.
I just want to say, in eliminations, I think he was the only one who used that snare. So definitely plus points for originality, 1, and 2. Wow, that was so loud and heavy live, so heavy. And one thing I want to point out at the end over here. Okay, you notice how the crowd went nuts for literally just a lip roll, right? Okay, this is my opinion. I don't know if he had intentionally planned his routine to be this way, but most of his routine was like pretty chill, you know, and cool. It wasn't like too hard hitting. Even in the beginning with the house beat, he did use a lip roll, but it was more sub bass, and it was like very soft intentionally, right? So like in terms of heaviness, his routine was like on the low end for like 80% of his elimination, which is a good thing because I think that's how he wanted it to be. And then in the end, he just hits you with the like a really hard lip roll, so it hits you harder because the rest of the set was pretty chilled and mellow, you know. So I don't know if he planned it that way, but if he did plan it that way, Gene, genius. that was dope.
Things to
And these lyrics, I love the lyrics here.
they all be somebody.
Especially the last two lines.
They all be.
Genius Elimination. Now, I loved a lot of things about it, but why did I rank him below Footbox G? In my opinion, was because there were some inconsistencies in terms of texture and pitch. Okay? Now before you go and hate me in the comments, no, Stitch, you went out of pitch a billion times. I know. Okay, but just because I went out of pitch a billion times doesn't mean I'm going to ignore when somebody else does it, okay? Okay, he still did a billion times better than me, okay? But if I'm going to rank him up with everybody else, obviously I got to look at the minor details before I rank them up, you know? Footbox G had some inconsistencies as well, but for me it was more obvious with Gene. I think it's because I'm more fluent in terms of picking up pitches and all that stuff, so maybe it's more easier for me to pick up the inconsistencies. But yeah, I can understand why he placed top. I think he placed 4th or 3rd in elimination. I'm placing in 4th, so it's pretty understandable in my opinion. But yeah, what do you guys think about Gene's elimination? Put it down in the comments. Let's get to Alexinho. Alexinho, let's get it. Yo!
Champion from France.
Champion of the world!
Champion of the world.
Such a funny and nice guy.
Ooh la la. Ooh la la. Make some noise for Alexinho, my dog.
My dog! I love his LED screen in the background. It's so funny. It's so Alexinho.
Esha.
Sha.
Y'all ready?
You can see he belongs on the stage.
I said, y'all ready? My dog about to go down. Y'all ain't know what to do. I say the trois. Y'all say the deux. Alexinho in trois.
That is so funny.
Thank you, it was Gene from the USA. Now let me introduce Alexinho from France.
Scars and glows. Had to blow my palace pro. Blowing through on 24. That's all the crowd ends up.
Hi-hats. As usual, Alexinho has crazy fillers.
Now it's so lively.
That was so crazy live, this beat. stutter. I didn't notice that live. This hit really hard live. He really milked this build up, by the way. He really milked it. I would have preferred it if he discontinued into the beat, but I can understand if he needed to take some breath because the stage was a lot of pressure on the.
Come to it, we just wanna vibrate.
There's 2 H's next.
And it's time!
I remember after each elimination, we had to go to the back of the stage and they had this really huge white box where we did like a small tiny interview for like 30 seconds, and I met Alexinho there and I was like, yo bro, you countering people in the elimination stage yourself? And he was like, nah man, I'm just doing it for fun. But yeah, where will I rank him? Let's see. This is the ranking we have over here. I would rank him above 0. Okay, I can't remember what place he got, but I think 12 is pretty low compared to his actual placing, if I'm correct. I can't remember what placing he got exactly, but I think it was definitely not as low as 12. Now let me explain my perspective on this. First of all, he definitely scores high on originality. I mean, everybody in GBB does, because everybody in GBB has like a really specific style that is only unique towards them, right? But it's not just his sound set or whatever, but the way he chooses to structure the elimination. Nobody did this.
Thank you, it was Gene from the USA.
That is such an Alexinho thing to do. Even in the end with the "Come to it, I just wanna vibrate."
Come to it, we just wanna vibrate.
Right? It's such an Alexinho thing to do, and only Alexinho would do something like this. This is definitely more plus points for originality, right? Let's see. The first beat here with the bongo drums really hit hard live. I think audio-wise, the video really does not do Alexinho justice. Like, even when he was doing the on live stage, it was so insane. But over here, it sounds whack. But I'm telling you guys right now, on live stage, it was insane. I lost my shit when I heard it. But this beat over here, really hit live because of how low the frequency is, but even like you could feel it so hard. And the one thing I didn't like in the beginning was this. So we all know this routine. He did it against Pac-Max in the French Champs. Really popular routine, really dope routine. I think Hiss even remixed it. But I think the part where he added the kick drums to the routine, to the lyrics, kind of messed it up a bit, you know?
Yeah,
I didn't like the kick drums in the lyrics, but that's like a minor thing, and that's more about perspective. I can literally see some judges not liking it and some judges digging it. I could also see all 5 judges not liking it and all 5 judges not giving a shit about it, because it's just perspective kind of thing.
that's all the crowd ends up.
Is it double? Oh. You know, that small tiny is really nice touch. And this bass was so like hard live. Like every time I watch Alexinho in videos and he's going, I'm like, why is the crowd going nuts? Because it seems pretty, I don't know, you know, it's not like, but it's just, you know. And then I went to GBB and I heard this live and I'm like, oh fuck, this is so dope. Now I understand why. And when he went to the higher pitch of the
Now it's so lively.
oh, this was so hard live, so hard. And then we have the next part where he goes into his, but he builds it up really nicely. This, like the audio over here doesn't do it justice. Live, it sounded like sub bass. It's nuts. Now we've seen a lot of beatboxers use this build up. Now this is like I would call it a sample beat, you know. Personally, I'm not a fan of beatboxers using sample beats, except if it's the beatboxer who created it in the first place or introduced it to the community in the first place. I don't know, but I'm not a fan of this kind of beats. But when Alexinho does, I notice every time he manages to do it really well, like the way he presents it really well. So I was actually going nuts at this moment. And he really milked this, like he milked it a lot. Yeah, this is the only part of the elimination that I didn't like. I didn't like this part. I just didn't like it. Like, it's just a preference. I can see the other judges or audience digging it. Like, you see Penjikara has like a stank face, Reeps one has like a stank face. You know, just perspective. And also the kind of reminded me of his a bit, so I was like, about it. So overall, he did really well. There was like a moment where I said earlier with his, with, you know, a little biting issue, and then the sample beat, but I was willing to ignore all of that. But why did I rank him so low compared to everybody else? Or this is just a personal opinion. Personally, I think compared to everybody else, he really lacked in the structure area, and that's why I'm ranking him really low. Because everybody in GBB, in my opinion, has either a close or equal level of technicality, musicality, originality, you know, because to get to that stage, you have to be that good, you know. And as we looked at all the previous eliminations, everybody had like a crazy structure. Alexinho's one was a little bit on the low side, right? That's why I'm ranking him a little low compared to everybody else. However, he did show a crazy amount of technique and originality that was good enough for me to put him in the top 12. However, not gonna lie, when I heard it live, I thought he shouldn't have made it into the top 16. Yeah, I thought Max should have made it in. And then now when I'm hearing the video again, there were tons of things that I didn't pick up. For example, like the stutter that he did over here, I think. With the lip oscillation, I didn't pick it up. You know, either I was too hyped or I was not focused. You know, I didn't pick that up. There were tons of details in the video that I didn't pick up live, and I think, in my opinion, currently that contributes to him being in my top 16 instead of Max. So What do you guys think about Gene's elimination, about Alexinho's elimination? Put it down in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.